Hey YouTube, Cole here at Kitschy Flower, back again with a new video. So I thought we would do kind of like another edition of my like unboxing slash moving series I've been doing. We have another packed box here. Granted, I've been in the new house like, moved in I think the beginning or middle of May. So coming up on like 2 months at this point, I think. So let's unbox these cuties. We are unboxing some handmade dolls today. So thought I would do a little show and tell. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a all handmade custom sale for me on Whatnot. So it will be like maybe some of these handmade dolls, some other handmade creations, and like kitschy little home decor things I've created. So I'm thinking about doing that maybe in some point, maybe at the end of July, maybe first week of August. Let me know if anyone might be interested in that. I think that would be fun. I think I need a little time to really group a bunch of things together. Granted, I'm always kind of working on something, but in the last like 2 or so weeks, I've been doing commissions pretty heavy. So without further ado, let's get into the first doll. Oh, I love this one. So if you didn't already know, I am a doll maker. Of course, I love my vintage dolls, but my huge passion is creating dolls from scratch. So here is the first little gal I have created, hand sculpted, hand painted, added the lashes, styled the hair, hand painted the jacket, little mushrooms, obviously, created the outfit and all, very 70s. Very groovy. Of course, I love a huge daggered collar, hand painted as well. I kind of was super inspired by like China, kind of the blue and white China. So I did that. Kind of did some hand painting on her hands. Very cute. I like her hairdo. Very inspired by Barbie. Barbie's cousin Francie. She had a one of the 60s versions had like a big like hairdo like this on top, and then like a long kind of braid that like extended if you like twisted her. But kind of inspired by that. I think she's pretty groovy. I think they might be in the upcoming sale I do actually. So again, all handmade by me. Here is another doll, hand sculpted. Cute, 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 cute. This one has she's been through a lot. She accidentally fell off a shelf while I was taking them all down. So she has had a little bit of damage to her, but again, all hand sculpted. Her hair was actually really inspired by my friend Alora. At the time, she had really long blonde hair like that with the really short bangs. So I was super inspired by, I think while I was listening to this doll, or while making this doll, I was really listening to Nicole Dollenganger. She's awesome. I was super, super heavy into her and all throughout like high school, back when Tumblr was a big thing. I definitely just loved her. I think I have an album by her somewhere. Yeah, I'll brief on Nicole Dollenganger because I have a big love for her. I actually have a Nicole Dollenganger tattoo. It's Natural Born Loser. That's actually one of her album covers, but I really thought it was cute. Granted, that was like, I don't know when, actually my friend Caitlin gave me that, so I was thinking I did that when I was like still in my teens, but no, I was not. Okay, so here is just an album. I'll show you an album by Nicole Dollenganger. I love, love, love her music. I've been listening to her, I don't know, since 2012, maybe around there, I think. She was putting out music 13 maybe, I don't know. She was putting out music on Tumblr, but I love this album. She is a huge fan of vintage and antique dolls. Her collection, oh my gosh, I love seeing pictures. Oh, she's had a lot of inspiration just on me personally. Sorry, I know this is random, but you know me, I just like to randomly show things during videos. What I really loved about Nicole Dollenganger is she has this very, very sweet, angelic voice, but some of her subject matter is very, very dark and heavy, which I love the contrast of. I love of how, you know, the very sweet, you know, aesthetic, but also a little bit creepy, a little bit morbid with, you know, the teeth, the hair, kind of dismembered dolls. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of her. Sorry, basically what I was getting back at, you know, bringing up Nicole Dollenganger is, you know, she always kind of has, you know, pieces of hair and like on the back. I love it. I've always been into like hair and like hair used as art. I'm actually super into Victorian morning jewelry / art. I'm super into it. Actually, when I was in not high school, when I was in college, art college, I did a whole like essay and talk about the art of hair art, especially in the Victorian era. Here, I guess let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you a little piece from my own collection of hair art. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. So here's one of my favorite pieces, of course, back from Victorian era. So basically what would happen is a loved one would pass away and their family member would have somebody put it into a locket with very ornate detailing. There were rings, necklaces, brooches, huge like framed art pieces. I personally don't have one of those. That has been on my bucket list. Actually kind of going back to Nicole Dollenganger, I remember seeing that she had one. I swear I'm about to wrap it up and I'll show you some more dolls. But I guess going back into her is she was just somebody really cool on Tumblr who, you know, had some recognition, who I just kind of thought the world of and I looked up to because she was just kind of okay with having her weird kind of creepy interests and I don't know, just really creating an aesthetic and, you know, a vibe for herself. And I've always just really looked up to that and have always kind of taken inspiration from her kind of over the years. Now being 20 something, I don't really care about, you know, necessarily what somebody thinks of, you know, my collection or my interests or, you know, what have you. I could probably go on and on and on about Nicole Dollenganger. I really love her music. I definitely want to see some more music from her soon. So if you're not already following her, go follow her. She's cool. Sorry, long ramble. Another doll. Oh. See, as you can see, my brain just goes on one track and then like never quite reaches back, but okay, now I remember. So I was showing you this doll, but I was actually listening to a lot of Nicole Dollenganger at the time. She has a song called, I think, Poacher's Pride. But first, opening like of the song goes like, I shot an angel. So basically, had a little angel. She did have like an arrow through her heart, which now, I don't know where the arrow went. Again, she did fall off the shelf. And look, her fingers broke too. So she's really been through it. She's going to stay in my own collection. I actually really do like her. I'll end up fixing her up a bit. Back to the beginning of it, you know, super inspired by Nicole Dollenganger on this one. Just, yeah. I mean, I just really love this doll. Love the lashes. Love the sculpt. I used Super Sculpt polymer clay on her, trying to venture into new clays and such, but I swear I'm gonna get through the rest of the video promptly. Sorry about that. But you know, I just honestly getting into YouTube is kind of fun to do little show and tells. I don't know, I have a lot of just like random things around my house / room. So if I have an excuse to just go on a tangent about some random little thing, I'm probably going to take it up. So anyways, next doll. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cute, 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 cute. Okay. So here is, if you're not familiar with The Garden, they're actually another band who I really, really like. They're actually twins. Actually, one of the little twins I created here is Wyatt. I, of course, hand sculpted him, did the hair, love, hand painted the little faux leather pants, did the shoes. I am in love with these dolls. Real jacket that zips up and down, hand painted. Love him. He's really cool. He has a guitar I made for him somewhere. I have to track down. Oh, okay. Going through it. And, oh, next doll is actually, I think, the second doll I ever made. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've kind of been off and on making dolls since I could remember. I would literally make dolls out of like paper towel, like roll. I don't know. I'd glue some yarn on it and some googly eyes. But also another huge inspiration for me, like eternally, is Coraline. Just all the images of doll making and just kind of the creepiness and also dullness of that movie. I really, really love that movie. It's always stuck with me. I remember like being, I don't know, I think maybe in like the 5th grade or 6th grade and seeing the previews for that, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember, I was just so excited for that movie. Anyways, here's another. Granted, you can definitely see she is one of my first ones. I think my second doll. Hand sculpted. I honestly don't remember what kind of clay I used. It was like a grayer toned clay, but as you can see, some of their arms don't last up for too long, especially that's why I kind of switched from this clay, is because it like really just kind of like broke down over time, which really sucks. Of course, a lot of cracking, but again, I don't know how long ago I made her, but quite a few years at this point. Really sweet. Again, little eyelashes. So here's this doll I created. All right, so, ooh, here is like my Russian bride. If you didn't know, I'm Russian, actually. I was adopted from Russia at 13 months. Yes. So here is like my little Russian bride doll. Again, one of my earlier creations. You will definitely be able to tell because they will have like a gray tone to them. Yeah, she's really cute. But yes, here's another doll. Used a lot of lace, vintage fabric. Oh my goodness. Little headdress I gave her. But this is my Russian bride doll. Very sweet. I really, as you can see, I like doing the really, really long legs. I think it's really fun. Okay. Next off, we have... Oh, this poor doll. Okay, we're gonna see remains of a doll I started sculpting. She is a ball jointed doll. I'm gonna have to cover her up because she is anatomically correct, but I'll show you. Here she is, all hand sculpted. I didn't get to ever I wanted to cast her and make a she used my supposed prototype doll. But unfortunately, before I got to cast her, her limbs started deteriorating. As you can see, cracks through it. Again, I hand sculpted all of this. It was kind of really sad. This is all I have left of her. But, yeah. Oh, sorry. Probably can't. Oh, I'm trying not to flash you. But, yeah, she was really cool. I'm going to use her probably for something else. Or just try to preserve her as much as possible. But yes, here's my hand sculpted doll. Never got finished, but, I'll figure out something for her. But yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's a dream of mine. I really want to be able to kind of produce dolls that are super height right, where I already have like, you know, a plain body and I just have to kind of decorate them and do their hair and makeup and accessories, because that's the part I really like anyways. Of course, I love hand sculpting dolls from scratch, but I would like to create them in kind of collections one day where, you know, I'll come out with 10 of the same exact dolls, you know, limited edition moment. That's the goal. Okay, so here's another earlier doll of mine. She is, if you haven't ever seen The Last Unicorn, she is based off of the human version of The Last Unicorn. I love that movie. But here she is, of course. She is an earlier doll. You can see it's because she does have that very gray, pale skin. And yeah, very sweet. I love her little dress. I hand colored some vintage lace to create it. Very sweet. Did a little lace up moment in the back. Oh my gosh, honestly, looking at my like old creations, I'm just like, oh, so cute. I did good. Is that weird? I hope not. Yes, here she is, some detailing. Yeah. She has some damage, so I'll probably end up keeping her in my own collection. Also, I just really like her, so. All right, so next off, ooh. All right, folks, we have my first hand sculpted doll now. Okay, so backstory, my mom, I've always wanted to like hand sculpt dolls out of clay. So one year my mom just kind of got me some clay and like kind of a book explaining on how to like sculpt pretty much, and a bunch of tools and stuff. So this was the very first doll I hand sculpted myself. Again, using that old clay. So she is missing a finger or two, but oh my gosh, here she is. Here's my first hand sculpted doll. My goodness. Look at her. Again, love that long-legged look to her, but very cute. Use some human hair. Yeah, she was my first. You can see her hands have kind of been, I don't know, are kind of gnarly. Honestly, hands are so hard. I'm not even gonna lie. But here were my first hands. She's missing her thumb, I think, but that is okay. And her little feet. Oh my gosh. Throwback moment. It's so sweet. But yes, my first hand sculpted doll. Made many, many moons ago. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Oh my gosh, okay. So this next guy is based off of a movie I really, really like loved in high school. But okay, so this next one is Little Bunny Boy, directed by Harmony Korine, the movie Gummo. I do believe it came out in 97. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But it does actually have one of my favorite actresses, if not my favorite of all time, Chloe Sevigny. She is in it. But here is a little bunny boy. Again, one of those like Tumblr, I don't know, saw it all over Tumblr. I was super inspired by. Here is a cute little bunny boy. And I did the same quote on his back that I do have on my arm, and it says, "Life is great. Without it, you would be dead." So take it for what you will. All hand sculpted, little bunny boy. I really do love this one. You can see he's like really majorly cracking, so I'm just like, shoot, how do I preserve him? Because again, he's one of my first ones I created, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to preserve him as much as possible because I do love him. He's very, very sweet. Okay. So, next off, what do we have? Okay. So, actually, here's the little guitar that belongs to this little guy. One of the Garden twins. Here is a hand-sculpted guitar made by yours truly. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I love this. It's so wacky. I used little wires through it. Oh my gosh. Hand painted. And then I wrote one of their lyrics on the guitar strap, and it says, if you didn't know, let me see. I think the brother is right here. Yeah, he is. Okay. So this is little Fletcher. He's actually the drummer of the Garden, but they're, like I said, twin brothers, but both of them have different side projects. So Fletcher is Puzzle, and then Wyatt is Enjoy. So I don't know. That's a lyric in one of their Garden songs that I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. But yeah, really, really love them. I've always been super inspired by their fashion and just like, I don't know, kind of zany oddness, really. But I really like them. Their music's really, really fun. I've seen them play a few times live, but really inspired by them. I actually have a whole stage I created for them with the drums, the guitar, and stuff, but I think that's still at the other house I have to get. But I'll post some other photos of them because they are awfully fun. You can see little Fletcher has a drumstick, but very cute. I think that's all of the stuff that's in this box. Well, actually, last thing, it's a chair for my Grimes handmade doll, but I don't know where she is right now, so I'll find her one of these days. But that has been it for this video. I have been talking a lot. I went on a whole tangent back when Tumblr was a thing. If you're still here towards the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Cole at Kitschy Flower. Give me a follow, like, and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram, whatnot, and TikTok. So all those links will be in the bio. Thank you for watching and just hanging out.